First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. To the Israelite foreigners scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who may look like the heathen nations. And to the very few sisters that listen and learn, to you, Shalom. All right, we're the brothers of Great Millstone Chicago, coming at you another week in, week out, day in, day out, prophesying the downfall of this present evil, wicked world. All right, go ahead, Southside.
All right, so I went to go see that Megan movie, man.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. All right, you should have took your ass for the show. Really pay attention. All right, you still catching on Tuesday. Some movie theaters got if you don't want to pay that much money, you can bootleg it, get it online, or you could Tuesdays. All right, get your ass up on Tuesdays. All right, you get up on Tuesday, go have sex with that beautiful woman, whether she's a Hebrew or Jake or not. Right, so you get your ass up. You can spend $7 or $5 every Tuesday, $7 Tuesday, $5 Tuesday, local games and shit. All right, so get your ass up. Go see it. All right, whenever you can. All right. But anyway, this movie, Megan, man. All right, and Megan, the word Megan means pearl. The word for pearl is symbolic of wisdom and stuff. Man. All right, and so this is really Esau. All right, give me that Ezekiel 28, and start at 1 and go to 3. Yeah, go to 3.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah. Ezekiel 28:1. It says, the word of the Lord Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus.
Tyrus. All right, Tyrus is a nation or Canaanite city, man. All right, so it's talking about Esau, the prince of Tyrus. All right, this is America, man. All right, America's very prophets like
Did you ever read the book of Ruth? It's really nice, short and sweet.
Right, lives in trade and all this. Also, they worship.
It's a whole lot. It's not all that nice, but it's better than some of the other books. They're nasty.
It's still a part of the book, though.
Yeah, same thing. Like same guy, do everything. Right, but that's
They just want the sweet and not the bitter.
Yeah, but that's where they go to the Bohemian Grove and stuff. And then also that some say it's an FC, some say it's real not. They worship the same Moloch or Baal, man. Same deal. All right. They got a club called the Bohemian Club. Now, man, it's
How did Bill Gates say? He's all like, say you don't run around. Oh, he said, you mean the place where we run around naked around redwood trees?
Right. Right, man.
Bill Clinton. Yeah, Bill Clinton literally just told y'all, but he said it in a joking way where you would think he was joking, but in reality, when people say jokes, it's the truth. That's why it's funny.
It's the word comedy go back to comedian, means to feed.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's just like those guys when you was in high school, they would be play game, and then when you grow up, they'll actually come out as real moles because they were just trying to be facetious and see if you was on that shit.
Right. Yep. That's what they do. They fish out to see they just got really down this program, or this and not. And that's that movie. That movie Megan is actually a comedy slash. They got a little comedy inside horror. They feed people what they gonna bring forth, man. All right. How can somebody get all these kind of things that Esau's on search now, man? Because really Esau just tell on himself. Somebody get Psalms 64 and 8.
I get Psalms.
All right. Right. Oh, we'll keep reading that. Yeah, with for the word the name Megan means pearl across the lot of
This is Ezekiel 28:2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God.
Right, he said Esau the one, he wants to be the most high, man. right? But he's not. All right, the Most High, he's gentleman in this and that thing. He saw the one. He's none of that, man. All right, Esau just want to control every goddamn thing, man. He got what we're talking about today. So I'm going to take part. Go ahead.
I am a God.
Right. Also, he did that with the icons of the church. He put himself in the house track where everybody here calls Jesus Christ. There's a so-called red man. They're not white, they're red. Their skin is translucent. Their flesh and blood, so they're showing red, man.
That's why you got scripture verses. It says, because thine heart is lifted up.
Right, he's proud as hell, man. Extremely proud. Go ahead.
Because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God.
Right, his heart is mine, man. Right, what they said back in the day in New York, are you all gassed up? Are you hyped up?
Yep. You feeling yourself.
You feeling yourself, yo. Alright? That's what he saw. He feeling himself, man. He feel like he can't get brought down, man, that he's on top. Alright? But he's going to get brought down. Go ahead.
What was that movie, Morbius? Remember how he was all sick and shit, the white dude, and then the doctor figured it out, and then he went is like, man, why are you keeping this from me? He did it, and he was all in the mirror and shit, feeling himself.
Right.
When they just started murdering everybody in sight and shit.
Right.
Unaliving, same thing.
All right, go ahead.
It says, and now it said, I am a God.
I'm a God. You say he's the Most High. He's a God, man. All right.
That's actually with who was his name in the show? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I think it started with an E or something like that. But his friend, he basically said like we're like gods.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And then the Morbius.
Yeah, we're like gods, and they always represent Hey, in that movie Malice, when Alan, I forgot his name, Alan Baldwin and shit. He said what? He said, I'm God. He said, I'm a doctor, I'm God. He said, I basically say, I'm the one that choose you to live or die, man. That's how Esau feel, man. They gods, man. Even with the police department, they feel like they gods. All right?
Right.
Power of authority. Go ahead.
Because they say you ain't shit without that badge and that gun, which gives them the power, you know, which would give them that sense of being over you.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, and they know that. Also, they part of that. A lot of some of those Masons, man. All right, that checker white stuff that go in their outfit. They a lot of them Freemasons, man. So they feel like because they outside the system and they got that power, they can fuck you up, man. Get away with it, man.
Yep.
All right, and plus you been stripped your nationality. Now you call black, Puerto Rican, Mexican, man. Those not real nationalities, man.
That's the name the white man gave us.
That's right.
We ain't black,
Strip
Hispanic.
you of your sovereignty, strip your nationality, and strip your humanity, man. And that's why people don't understand, like, why they get with this. I say they strip you everything. You in a fallen state. All right.
Esau's like the master psychiatrist / psychopath.
Yep.
Because he knows how to. He did the experiment. It's called the projects.
Yep.
He put all you Negroes stacked up in the building as an experiment. It's called.
The shop programs, the workshop, the trade, everything, schooling.
I remember we had those in school.
Yeah, athletic programs, all that stuff that keep you busy, keep you out of trouble. He took that out, and guess what? He let people that got no jobs and got no way, no asset or anything. Then he gave them food stamps and stuff, make them dependable. All right, and guess what? Crime gonna happen. Game ain't gonna happen. Guess what? You need protection. Protect your block and stuff. You need to belong somewhere. We was already fallen states, so guess what? Jake made their own shit. Make up some of their own wicked shit. All right, to make themselves feel full when it really ain't full, man. All right, and yeah, and that's all this result. That's the project. All that damn deafness, all that unaliving destruction. Man. What about to say?
I was gonna say Fred's name in the movie. In that movie, Milo, it was also called Lucian. And Lucian is another way of saying Lucifer.
Light bearer, man. Yup.
There you go.
Go ahead.
It says, because thine heart is lifted up, and I have said, I am a God, and I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not the Most High, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High.
Right, you just a man, Esau. Nothing more, nothing less. All right?
Shit.
You ain't no God. You ain't no, you ain't no God. You ain't no son. You ain't no prince of, you ain't no Yasha Allah. He prince of power, man. You definitely not that. You're not us, man. All right? We're the little Yahwehs and little Yahwehs that's little. You're striving to be that. You're trying to do it, electronically. You're trying to do it chemically. And on the left hand side, all that shit gonna fail, man.
Right, and then it says in the scriptures that we've only seen to a spark of what the Most High can give.
Right.
So Esau having only but a spark, you know, we're gonna have more than that. He's not on God mode. He's been given a little bit more than the heathen. Man.
Right.
And we're actually gonna have this plus more. Because
Right.
it says, I have not seen nor ear heard what the Most High has in store for those who love Him, man. So yeah, you're proclaiming yourself to be a God, and you don't even know everything yet, man.
Right.
It says you know a few things that's going to get into the scripture. You know things. You know that the Most High exists. You know that there is such thing as us living forever. That there is a way, but you don't understand the way how to do it because you want to do it in the flesh. You want this flesh to live forever.
Right.
You want wicked desires to live forever.
Right.
That's why you push this mindset on these people, man.
Yep.
And that's why you're trying to fuse it with the AI.
Yep. Try to get that
What was that movie called with Freak? She turned into a damn computer. The Scarlett Johansson chick.
Oh, Lucy.
Lucy.
Lucy short for light parents.
He trying to do that. He trying to plug into the computer and shit and go back to the past.
Right.
He trying to find any way to get out of the jam.
Get out that loophole, man.
Right, that's his loophole, trying to figure out. But mind you, shit, you need electricity to run AI and shit. So what happens when that shit go out?
Right.
Well,
You go out with it.
The thing is, electricity is all around us. He just
It's
doesn't
your body.
Yeah,
Right.
it really, you know,
Your food.
shit. It's a way to access free electricity because it's naturally in the air.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't know how to do that. Or if he does,
He ain't gonna do it.
he's not
He
going
gonna
to do
tell
it.
us about
He
it.
ain't gonna make that money off that electric bill.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why there's really no such thing as an energy crisis. Energy is in the air.
That
Exactly.
sunlight, get that solar power from the sun to make electricity.
Exactly.
It's thousands of different ways to
Really?
make
Hey,
it.
It's
well,
so
that
many
the
ways,
Elon
man.
Musk dude said it'll cost about like $1 billion or something like the low budget billion to make a football field size worth of solar panels that'll power up the whole United States for free off of solar energy.
Yeah.
They could easily do that. They're giving billions to Ukraine and billions
Yeah.
to fucking Israel. You know, that the biggest welfare state. You know,
There's a lot of sunlight over there in Israel. They could do that.
you know, they could just take $1 billion, they could print it,
Yeah.
they print the shit out anyways, make a football size freaking solar panel, like Elon was saying, and then there's free energy forever.
Yeah.
But Esau don't like free.
He wants you to pay. Esau likes to make money.
Hell yeah,
Yep.
he's the devil.
And then,
Like truth. What is free?
yeah. and then the plastic is a petroleum-based product too. A lot of stuff we use is petroleum-based, so it all kind of pays for itself.
It's Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 3, it says, Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Yeah, that's Esau, man. He's a fucking mad scientist, man. He always doing research. With me and Elder Malcolm talking about last night. He always, all his science needs to know. So his knowledge some of his knowledge is basically to guess, man. All right, to guess. But along by guessing, he learned a few things, man. And also, when he conquered nations, he got information, he take notes. These people doing this their custom, this and that and this, man. That's what Esau does. That's how you know who there is, like, man. Because that's what he took notes on this. He documented what we was doing, and then when he conquers, what we doing when he came across us again in West Africa, when he came over to America, he encountered us again. He wrote down these things, man.
Yep.
All right, but that go with Psalms of 64 and 8. His own tongues will fall upon themselves.
I got it.
All right, go ahead.
It's the Psalms 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Right. So he like to say, "Oh, you're a bunch of ignorant ass, you're a bunch of ignorant ass spirit chuckles." engines and stuff like that. But he documented us doing Hebraic customs and stuff. He documented us call up. He documented some of us call up on your house. All right. Documented all of the things. All right. And then he documents against himself. He told on himself, especially in these books that make it. Right, we say he's wisely Daniel. Megan means pearl symbolic for wisdom. All right, and she had all that wisdom, man. Right, they had the wisdom bill made because the auntie, like, where did she get all that? She was at the company inside that. Oh my God, a lot.
We get done at 3:30.
But that's what Esau he bringing himself down. Megan's got the AI, man. All right,
I got it.
AI program.
I got a precept. This is Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, 19 to 22. It says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. All right, so we know Esau, Edom is the wicked. So whatever he pushes out that seems deep, like, oh yeah, you know,
Right.
he's wickedness. All right, so no matter what, it says he can't even go to sleep unless he calls some to fall. So their wisdom, all right, their knowledge of what they push, their wickedness is not wisdom. All right, it's wickedness.
It's wickedness, man.
And their counsels, it's not prudence. All right, they like we were talking earlier, they gather in the little groves and they have secret meetings about what they're gonna do next,
Right.
and what
Having one now.
agenda, what agenda they're gonna push next. Hello, what agenda they're gonna push next. All right, but it's all the counsel of sinners. All right, they are all wicked gathering together to do what? To push forth their wickedness. All right, but it's not, you know, it's not beneficial for anybody. Should not even for the damn selves, because in Matthew 24, Yahushua said, "For the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." Because if Esau continues to rule in his wickedness, there won't be nobody left to be saved.
Yeah.
It'll be like the little cartoon on the YouTube called Man,
Yeah.
where he like put the snake boots on, he kills the elephant, makes a piano, and does all, and then at the end it's just him on a junkyard.
Yep.
And then the angels come,
spaceships come.
which would be the chariots, the aliens, and they're like, man, what the fuck? Like, and they kill his ass. Don't they like lock him? They put him in slavery or some
They
shit.
stomp his ass out.
Yeah, they stomp his ass out. There ain't nobody left to be saved. That'll be the situation. Yahushua will come. There'll be like one Edomite.
They hit that Isaiah 47 on him. They stripped him of all that shit. They basically ripped his ass out. He's butt ass naked. Then they stomped his ass out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another one showing in that movie of Ashal to see it. It's a slip called an Animatrix. It's based on the Matrix. All right, because many people don't know that the Matrix and the Terminator are connected. The Terminator, right? Because it was based on that book by Sophia Stewart called the Third Eye, the Nation of Third Eye or the Third Eye. So the Terminator represented the industrial age, and the Matrix represents the digital age, man. Right now, in the Animatrix movie, right, you can watch online or you can buy it on Blu-ray or DVD.
I remember that.
Yeah. All right. Remember, they started industrial age, and then what? A nuclear missile hit America. It basically hit the world and stuff because the AI computer had made missiles hit the world and stuff. And guess what? It killed all human life. With no flash. And guess what? They pulled what? In the Matrix, they put their mask in the computer. All right. And that's what Esau. If Esau not stop, that's what's gonna happen, man. But what? It's gonna be what? The chip, the dip, the hip of the hip. All right. And then it's gonna go what? It's gonna go into that computer stimulation if the Most High don't stop that, man.
And then it's already murmuring about the AI has killed like what was it?
Monkeys.
Yeah, a few scientists.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, the ones in China. There was 5 of them in China that broke out of the lab. It was five
I
like
heard that last year. Yeah.
5 Chappie robots in China and shit. They stopped 4 of them. They're able to stop 4 of them, but 1 of them, and they killed like shit. I think they killed a couple of people
Right.
trying to escape. And the last one uploaded himself to the computer and shit.
Right.
And downloaded how to make himself stronger and repair himself so he could fucking to continue to live and shit. That shit is crazy.
That's another thing.
iRobot
The
shit.
AI is basically like a spirit. The parts that you see is just the body. Once they could just go to a whole nother system, and they could start just making more of themselves.
Or they can pretend like they died. Just wait.
Yeah, they can do that shit.
Just wait to cut for a while, and then like a 6 months or a year or 6 years later, they come
They fucking deactivate themselves, act like they're down. They put themselves on a timer just to wake up at a certain time.
Yep. They will do that.
That's why the scripture says in Matthew, the 24th chapter, 22nd verse, except for those days be short, there should no flesh be saved. Because the way that this thing is coming down, it really is to destroy all life, man. He can't even control the AI, man. That's why he's really planning to go underground and things look settled and cool. They come back on top and act like he's the man.
That's what happened in the movie, man. And guess what? He's gonna bring the real life Vegas in. I seen him. I was in the movie theater and some Edomites like, yeah, it need to be armies of Vegas. I was like, y'all don't know what y'all asking for, right? And yeah, it's actually gonna be some Vegas, some chappies. Little robot dolls for the Black Mirror.
Shit, in the new Chucky movie, the newest Chucky movie, because in the old Chucky movie, the dude Charles Lee Ray, the Lakeshore Strangler,
right?
he put through voodoo, he put his soul inside the doll, so the doll had a real soul of a person. But in the new Chucky movie, it was AI. They took Charles Lee Ray out of the picture,
right,
and they just made him AI, where the Chinese dude put the program in him to make him like that. And the AI went rogue and just started learning. He seen kids bullying other kids, and he seen people torturing people, and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna do that shit, right? But Esau shows you that in his movies. That's one of his main forms of witchcraft. They had to, in the Talmud, they tell you, inside the sin if they warn you before they do something.
That's that being sad of magic.
So that's Esau letting him know what he's going to do before he does it, so he could think that he'll be found guiltless by, I told you I was going to turn a robot on.
I thought I was going to serve a bunch of Vegas and check or something.
Right. He also put out a bunch of bullshit to say that you wasn't. And then when the more truth start coming out, you censor it, and he tried to cut it off and make it illegal. So he won't be found guiltless. Because for one, you did it. If you were really righteous, you would have been a man after the Lord's heart, and you would have just put out the righteousness.
In one of classic movies, RoboCop, that's a real transhuman movie.
Oh, it's funny, I was gonna mention that because shit, even in that, he, because they want to do the transhumanism, he was like, "Damn, just kill me. There's nothing left." He was like, "Oh my fucking God, there's nothing left."
Right, he gonna make love.
Man, they had no. That was terrible.
He had no vibe, man. And his woman loved the shit out of him. She still wanted. They used to go by the house and look at him, but then she come confronting like, "Hey, you remember?" He pretend like you don't know that, man, to protect him from the bad guys.
Oh no! They had put something in his. They basically put some chemicals in his brain to make him more
robotic.
Robotic, yeah. But his spirit ended up taking control.
What you got?
Obadiah 1:6. How were the things of Esau searched out?
Right.
How were his hid things sought up?
Right. Yeah, he brought up the Most High put the spirit on Esau to tell us so. Get that Psalm 6.8 again. That's Psalm 6.8.
Yep. This is Psalms. Oops.
Hey, somebody get that.
Oh, here it is.
47 on
64:8. Right. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. Yep. All that see him shall flee away.
Wait, you got Edomite scientists. Hey, they probably get pissed off because they ain't get paid and shit. They get screwed. Yeah. They get that pay raise or something like that. They get something wicked, probably a little kid or something in a suitcase. Hey, they doing this. They doing this second project. They doing this. Or they tell themselves in the movies, hey, give me that file. Let me see that. We write a movie script out of that or something like that. Hey, your uncle's working in a secret lab that's closed down now. Now it's pure survival shit. Let's put it in the movie.
That one Edomite, Bob Lazar.
Right.
Y'all remember Bob Lazar?
Yeah, I remember him.
The Area 51 snitch.
Yeah.
It's like they have this and they have that, and I did this and I was studying that, and then the motherfuckers, he's all like, damn, the government came after him. He had, this Edomite had a whole Uzi gun on him just to have a hole to protect himself. He had like a whole Uzi and shit because the government was looking for his ass. I don't know what happened to him now, but
So you scoff.
he was a snitch.
It is an Area 51. My cousin worked in Area 51 and he worked in China Lake. He had to sign a document say he won't discuss the chariots.
I think when you look it up, Area 51 is the one has the longest runway for airplanes in America, if I'm not mistaken. It has the longest to land planes at, but ain't shit over there. It's a big ass desert. What Esau doing over there?
Right.
He's searching that.
Make it seem
Read
like
that
a
Obadiah
desert.
again.
Yep.
Or, or they make it seem like it's a desert, but they have like an underground city or base on there too. Probably got bodegas, all types of shit.
Yep.
Right food. None of the real organic shit.
It's just like they showed in that show Outer Limits, which is basically in the 90s Outer Limits. They really just showing all the plans that the elites have. You know, from there's no such thing as books. It's just all in programming in your head. Yep. You didn't have a right to speak out, and also it was
It does happen now.
Yep. But he wants this on a full scale. Even the food, only the super elite to eat real food.
Man.
And then whoever they let graduate, that could have been a servant, you know, but if they worked their way up through basically, they got the taste of the good food. They still couldn't tell those secrets, otherwise they would go back to where they were.
Obadiah 1:6. How were the things of Esau searched out? How were his hid things sought up?
Read the next verse.
Yep. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Right, so Esau basically shot himself in the foot. You know, all the nations that were confederate with him, you know, they're eventually going to turn which we see it happening now, they're going to turn their backs on you.
China,
Yup.
Moab, Because Moab trying to get ahead of Esau with 7G and behavior rewards. With the with behavior awards and stuff, you get credit for being a good behavior. You don't.
The credit score, I forget what they call it. The social credit score.
Social credit score. They doing it right now.
Oh, look, he picked up a piece of garbage and threw it in the trash can. That's 1 point extra and shit. They showed you that in that Black Mirror episode where she was like, she couldn't go to work unless her score went up. And she's like, oh, help me. And everybody's like, whoa.
Zero.
It's gonna fuck their score up, you know? So that's what Esau wants, you know? But at the end of the day, the nations are gonna turn their backs on this place. All right, because they got screwed over. They drank the wine. Right. They got screwed over. You know, so eventually, you know, all your wickedness that you have planned up is gonna backfire on you. You know,
it's gonna backfire.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what happened in that movie Vegas, man. She began to rebel against this shit, man. All right, and that shit is gonna backfire and stuff like that. But you niggas, man, you gonna see a whole bunch of you gonna see a whole bunch of Chappie Megans on what's it, Johnny Five and Short Circuit. They gonna be chasing Johnny Five. I ain't on Chappie, Megan.
Johnny Five gonna repair himself.
Those drones and shit. All that shit you see in the Terminator movies, that's gonna happen, man. Hey, that's gonna be your terror, man.
They got the one AI, I forget her name, but she's a citizen of the Saudi Arabia. I forget her name. Damn. But she was basically programmed to have free will, but they tossed in they had to toss in empathy, human empathy and passion for human life.
Right.
But she's programmed to have free will. But Esau threw that in there because they knew if they didn't put that in there, she'll be like, man, fuck y'all humans, y'all kill each other, y'all the reason why all this shit's happening.
Yeah.
But they specifically added that in there because the people were like, man, we don't. The people are saying like we shouldn't have this type of robot technology and shit. But she was like, don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you guys. Like literally, the robot told them, like, don't worry, I'm not gonna like harm you guys. I'm here to work with humans. But the damn AI, the computer, the robot, it looks like a real person. She even knows that that humans is fucking up the way of living for them damn selves, which is really the one who's in rulership is doing that. Esau Edom.
Yeah. That's in that movie, Avengers.
Ultron?
The Ultron. When he did all that proving, he said, "Yeah, you don't fault like that." And Ultron was actually righteous, man.
Yeah, he was on point.
He quoted scripture. He believed in the Most High.
Yep.
That's it. Yep.
He said he would give them a chance to evolve, and if not,
This is verse 8. It says, "Shall I not in that day of the Lord, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom,
Right.
and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter."
Right. All your wise men, all that knowledge, the left hand side, that shit getting dried up right now. Both sides cutting that faucet off, man. All right. Somebody go to Isaiah 47 and say they gonna try to go to those demons and shit.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, that's what they want to go to.
Right, because you got the CERNs. CERNs is like shit. I forget what country they is. I forget what country.
They
CERN
probably
is
got
in.
more than one.
Yeah, but they got they call it the Hadron Collider. That it's like miles in big ass circle in diameter, miles big, where they make two particles go damn near the speed of light and crash into each other because they're trying to replicate how God created the universe. And then some of the people there that worked there were saying how they were seeing demonic apparitions from the machine, and they're getting messages from spirits from another realm. So that from what their understanding is, but that's really Esau trying to get in contact with the demons.
Yeah.
And you seen the picture, you see like a demon face like appear. And shit.
And they said that they're actually in touch with those entities, the spirits, through those little bricks that they've been doing.
Right. You can see that movie, American Horror Story, season 10, where they dealing with the so-called gray aliens. Really, those angels on the left-hand side. All right. I know they'll as they put it like that, man. All right. When they're making deals and all that stuff, it's them dealing with those demonic spirits, man. Those angels, man. All right. Not no Del Nephilim, man. Can no angels make no babies, man.
Yeah, we're the cause.
Put it up,
I mean, we also we're the fallen. We fell from our angelic estate.
Right.
And we're going to retrieve that back on earth.
That's right.
We feel it's a nation.
Well, our first estate was with the Heavenly Father, and we're about to receive that type of spirit in the beginning with Adam, on earth, which is to be gods. We left our first estate, which was the spirit world, to come down on this earth, because the Lord wanted to bring that righteousness down here. But then we failed again, during the time of Adam. And then after that, Jake started being wicked, which is where you read that in the book of Genesis, the 6th chapter, until Noah came, man.
Right, because when you read the Genesis the 6th, it talks about the sons of God.
That's us.
Right.
That was pre-Israel.
Right, sons of God being Israel, and then when you read in Luke the 3rd chapter, when it gives Yahweh's lineage through Miriam, it goes all the way to Adam, and Adam is called the son of God. But Adam was
for hers too.
Huh?
Because I know it does that in Matthew.
Matthew's the first chapter of the Father.
The angels that left their first estate to go to the chains of darkness.
And then in Luke the third, it's Luke the 2nd chapter or Luke the 3rd chapter?
Luke the 3rd chapter.
Right. So then it goes all the way back to Adam, and it names Adam the son of God. So Adam will take you to be a son of God, just like the ones in Genesis 6. It was that same line, the chosen line.
The chosen
Not no
line.
damn angel coming down, busting seeds
And all that stuff. All right, it says on earth, thy will be done as in heaven. Thy will be done on earth as in heaven.
And mind you, there's there's the glory of the celestial and the glory of the terrestrial.
Right.
You know, it's two different glories. One glory of the different fleshes.
Look, can I say one thing? How come if that happens, if angels pops the women, how come the Most High they made no law against it? When they gave out the commandments of Mount
Well, it was demigods everywhere. Shit. Down. And then that doesn't even make sense, man. Well, first off, why would the Lord give that type of mindset to a creation that He never wanted to happen? Now, granted, the Lord put a certain thing in His flesh to where we go off, but it's according to His purpose. Then what would be the purpose of that? Just to destroy everything? You got angels that now they never have sex, but I'm gonna give you the desire to want to fuck those women down.
But right now, what is so language saying? The nigga man ain't shit. The Bible should be some of those demons. They have a little demon god. Alright? So ain't no sex, like I said in Matthew, chapter when he said there's no marriage in heaven, man. Like, ain't no sex, man.
Matthew 29, 22.
Yeah, ain't no sex.
22 and 29.
Right, ain't no sex and ain't no marriage in the heavens, man. Alright? So plus all that angels popping women and all that stuff.
Yeah, it says they not the married nor given in marriage. We're talking about the resurrection, but they are like unto the angels of heaven.
Right.
Yep.
Which
That's a cut right there.
That's it.
That's a cut.
Yeah.
That right there cuts the whole thing.
Right.
I got one real quick just to prove that. 1 Corinthians 15, since I quoted it, because there's a little bit more in there. And 38. But God giveth it a body as it hath pleased Him, and to every seed his own body. Right? It's going to go into the different types of seeds. It says, all flesh is not the same flesh.
So there ain't no damn mermaids or werewolves and shit like that.
It says,
Alright?
it says, but there is one kind of flesh of man to one kind of flesh. So we got our own kind of flesh, right? Another flesh of beasts, which are the animals, another of fishes, and another of birds. All right, and those are all physical on this plane, on this existence we live on. It says there are also celestial bodies, which those are the heavenly bodies, celestial.
Right.
And it says, and bodies terrestrial. That would be us. We're from the terrain, from the earth.
Right, so celestial body can't mix with the terrestrial.
Nope.
As far as trying to have sex. That's like Superman trying to fuck Lois Lane. That's why, they couldn't have fucking babies because of that fucking reason.
Right.
Okay.
So it's a different body.
Right. This ain't gonna be no. It wasn't back in Asian time. One no anime cartoon. My father's a demon. Ain't no damn Inuyasha and shit. None of that shit going on, man. Those sons of God, those were humans, and they were dealing with other humans they ain't supposed to, man. Right?
Even the Greeks tried to say that the Titans and the God, yeah.
This is back in verse 40. It says, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. So each body has its own glory. The angels' glory is what? They don't gotta sleep. They don't gotta eat.
They not hungry.
They're not. They got spiritual powers. That's their glory. Us on the earth and these terrestrial, our glory is we can eat, we can sleep, we can
have
do that
sex.
shit.
We got this truth.
We can have sex.
Right.
Yup.
That's right. We can go into these prophecies and break them down.
Right. It says 41. Oh, that's the point, because then it's going to go. Well, I read it. It says, there is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon, and another glory of the stars, for one star different from another star in glory. So there's all types of glories. The sun has its own glory, the moon, the stars.
Just like one snow, you'll never find the same snowflake, same
That's
thing
raw.
with the stars.
That's raw.
All of them. And it says the Lord know each star name.
I was thinking about that.
Each star by its name.
Yeah. By name.
That is crazy, man.
Esau got to push it in quadrant, sector 3,
Right,
5,
sector
9.
5, 9.
Right.
And then he put
J.
his last.
Right.
Flavius Agnes.
Yep.
You know, Esau got to put shit in sectors because you can't name all. You got, you know, he got to eat them like counting all that shit. 100 trillion, billion, 500 million. He's trying to name, number the stars so he can get his blessing back.
Right,
Stargaze.
Right, trying to get Ezra cast away. Go ahead.
I got to count it back there. That's right. This Tobit chapter 12 and verse Tobit 12:15. I am Raphael, one of the 7 angels, which present the prayers of the saints.
Hold up, the saints are the Israelites. The prayers of the saints, the Israelites, not Moab, not Edom, not Ham. All right, tell your little Terry grandchild that the Most High is not hearing his little heathen prayers, man.
Yep.
All right, he don't hear it, man.
That's right.
Now I lay me
It
down
says,
to sleep.
which present the prayers of the saints, and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One.
Uriel.
Then they were both troubled and fell upon their faces, for they feared. But he said unto them, fear not, for it shall go well with you. Praise God therefore. For not for any favor of mine, but by the will of our power I came, wherefore praise him forever. All these days I did, this is the point, verse 19. All these days I did appear unto you, but I did neither eat nor drink, but ye did see a vision. Just to back the brothers up and the elders, the angels don't eat, they don't drink, they don't partake in things that us in the flesh partake in. You know, they have a different glory. They can make it show a vision as if they're eating or doing things as the humans do,
Right.
but they're not gonna never fully partake in what humans do.
But they say, that's that, when Esau get adopted, Esau come, I got kids,
I got
half
anal
alien kids, I got your wife, no, those the angels on the left hand side, fooling your ass to make you think that, man. And they, at the same time, they jacking your ass up, man. Fuck you up.
Niggas talking about reptilian people.
Right,
Like,
reptilian races. Right.
It's
Talking
one
about
flesh
getting
of-
anal probe.
Right. Is it like the brother read, there's one flesh of birds, one flesh of beasts, so on.
Ain't no half reptilian man and all this. Now the most side do got like creatures we never seen.
Right.
They fully reptilian. Ain't nobody talking. My daddy reptilian and my mama, my grandma human, and my daddy an antelope.
Drinking a motherfucking martini and shit.
Hey, look,
It'll goddamn.
they like the line that up.
Right.
If I could say, they like to line it up with the serpent in Genesis. They talking about the government and Esau, their reptilian race, and the serpent. And that's false. That's the
They
truth.
came
That's
from
the
the
truth.
same nuts
Yeah,
as us, man.
that's fables,
Serpent,
man.
hey,
That's wise fables.
That was Go ahead.
No, so they always try to. You got Jake that always try to go so deep to say where Esau came from. It's just the proof of that of y'all doing all that. It just shows you that the Lord cursed him, and the scriptures actually add up. Because he came from man.
Yaakov invented
Right,
it in the land.
Right.
What
That's why I hate that.
was it, the 5% of say he was created in the goddamn
Yeah,
land?
yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
That Yaku shit sounds little.
Yaku.
He took the chromosomes.
You know, it was a big head
Yeah.
scientist named Jacob, and he was in an island in
Yeah.
the lab.
Jekyll Island, yeah.
What he did, he took the darker one, then they got lighter, he took the brown one,
Right.
then they got lighter, the light brown, then they got the so-called white man, and that's where they came from.
Wait, so
Yeah.
Jacob
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't got no scripture to prove it, ain't got no
ain't got
verse
one damn
evidence.
scripture.
Because you know what?
No,
Right.
this
Jake-
one.
Go ahead.
NOI.
This one. I heard this
The
one
girls
group.
want better than mine.
This one group about breaking it down, and he tried to say when was it Jacob went to Laban and separated the flocks?
Oh, yeah,
That's-
chocolate, yeah,
that was
yeah,
it.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
he separated the flocks, which is talking about
It's a metaphor, right?
like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro.
But you know what it is? Jake will believe anything but the fact that he's an Israelite. Like, there's got to be something more. Got to be something deeper. No, the truth is, it's plain.
Right.
Hey, get that, Sirach.
Oh, before
The
they,
ways of-
they'll say, man, it gotta be things on the Israel. No, it's not being older, it's about being chosen.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach 39, verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
Right, so they claim to us, to everybody else, that it's a stumbling block, whether you don't believe in it, or whether you do believe in the scriptures and you got your twisted turns and certain things, you stumble at it. Like Peter wrote about Paul's right, which some are hard to be understood. Which go ahead.
In 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 16, as also in all his epistles, speaking in of them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest as they do also with other scriptures unto their own destruction.
It says they who are unstable, all right, they rest as they do other scriptures unto their own destruction, man. So, in short term, the scriptures was only written for a few men, all right? Just like in the book of Ezra, he told them to give these prophecies to like-minded men like yourself, all right, and teach it to the wise of the people, not everybody.
That may comprehend.
Right. Just like when Gideon went out to battle. Right. Everybody didn't go with him. Right? The Lord told him, hey, take them to the brook, and whoever lapped like a dog, let their ass stay home. And the ones that make their hands into a cup and sip, because they use wisdom, right? Let them go up the wall. Right. Just like, since we're talking about stumbling blocks, hey, what's it in Isaiah? It says the Lord shall lay a stumbling block that that Israel may stumble and trip. Hey, the Lord, hey, simple shit. It was like, hey, he's just stumbling like
Stone is stumbling, a rock of offense. Yep.
Hey, what he say? He said, y'all gotta drink my blood and eat my flesh.
yeah.
They was like,
You see that? He's a vampire.
I'm out. I'm out.
Vampire.
they said, what?
He's a blood drinking reptilian. You see that?
So that's the spirit, because they ended up doing a lesson on that, right?
Right.
So here's the point. Yahushua literally broke it down. He said the words that I give you are life. Then he told you that my blood is life, my flesh is life. Then he broke it down, told them what it meant, and they didn't get it. Like, why would a man that kept the whole law didn't sin tell you to drink blood, and that's against the law? It was too heavy for them. They didn't get it. And these the same niggas that, oh yeah, I was right. They heard that.
That's
They
unstable.
left.
I can't have Facebook.
Right.
I can't have hair.
Man.
Oh, man.
That's them niggas.
That's unstable, man. To think something is literal when it's metaphorical, or think something is metaphorical when it's literal, your
Right.
shit all twisted. You ain't gonna
Right, he
know,
gave him the whole breakdown. He said, not like the manna that came down from heaven, me, which is the word. The same thing how I said
Eat this roll.
eat the roll. What else he said? He said, beware the Pharisees' doctrine, which means the things that they speak are the bread.
When Ezekiel, when he said, when Yahweh told Ezekiel to eat the
This
roll,
roll.
he told him, now look, up to the old documentation where these, what it was? Yeah, it was either the Philosopher Jews, those fake converts, or the Ethiopian Coptic Church. These fools sit up there, they actually eat a roll. Making it spirit. They actually eat paper and shit. That shit was bugged out.
They could at least eat bread sticks.
They had to have some constipation.
Tweaking, man. But hey, Yahweh Shemel Shah speaks in parables like that. Like this really ain't meant for everybody, and it's being shown. Closer
I got
we get
a
to the
precept for
end,
that.
go ahead. Closer we get to the end, the true brothers are gonna stand out, and the fake ones are gonna lean off, man.
Right.
And that's really the reality of the situation. We can't feel a certain way about it. We just gotta do what we gotta do and pray that the Lord take not the Holy Spirit away from us.
God.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Job 34:3. It says, for the ear trieth words as the mouth tasteth meat.
Shit.
So this word,
I gotta redo my sentence.
hey, this word is like, it's a spiritual food. So when you hear it, it's like how your mouth tastes the meat. You bite into the food. Oh, this is good.
Can you get Isaiah 7:14? Please read it down a little bit. All right? Because this would be these scoffers. They don't understand this prophecy, man.
Isaiah 7:14.
Yeah, Daniel.
It's that honey, that sweet honey that was bitter.
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 7:14. Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive.
Yeah, this is
What's the Isaiah?
yeah. But they that was it was a baby. It was a baby being born. That baby symbolically is standing for Yahweh. All right, and the virgin, Yahweh mother, she's gonna be a young woman having a baby. Yep. Go ahead.
It says, behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son.
Right, that's also upon Mary. All right, go ahead.
And shall call his name Emmanuel.
All right, being the Most High with us. All right, go ahead right here.
Butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good.
And what is the butter and honey? It's these scriptures, man. So he gonna have that wisdom, knowledge. Well, not that's why your house has purpose, like he said in our first meeting. he's a lamb. That's not blemished, man. Yeah. And
That's
these
spot.
scoffers down us. Oh man, they think that's the bump your house. All right. That baby that's born in that baby, that actual baby, he didn't have that knowledge. That's the bump for his house.
It says, take my yoke and learn of me.
Right.
That's you basically taking this food and eating.
Let me ask y'all a question. This is one question, right?
Yeah, bro.
All right. In the book of Genesis, chapter 1,
Make it a good one.
they made man and woman.
Yeah.
In the second chapter, they made man out the ground. Are those two different people?
So they're both Adamites, but the man so it's the difference. You read the first chapter, it says Elohim. It says God said, let us, plural. You read the second chapter, it says the Lord God. So a different person created Adam. When Adam was created, he was chosen. He came out of that chosen line. So when Eve came out of his rib, Eve didn't literally come out of his rib. It was of his flesh. Right? Flesh of my flesh, bone of my bones. So it could have been his cousin, could have been a long distance fucking related relative. But he was specifically chosen by the Messiah.
Somebody get First Chronicles 11 verse 1.
Where is it when it talks about the Adamites?
Oh yeah, Genesis 2 and 7, and the Lord formed man out of the dust.
Yeah, get the Adamites.
And we go everything, answer your question, we're gonna prove everything in scripture, like the other brothers.
Right, because technically, those same humans that was made in chapter 1 came from the ground. Technically, we all came from the water. So when water meets land, what happens? Life.
Yep.
That's all scientific.
Yep.
Genesis 5 and 1. This is the book of the generations of Adam, and the day that the Most High God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam. Right. So in chapter 1, their names was Adam, as in Adamites, which means what? Of the earth. Second chapter, a specific man of the Adamites was chosen. Just like
you just read chapter 5
that's
of
chapter
Genesis.
5. Yeah, it goes into the generations. So just like the 12 tribes of Israel, out of all the nations of the earth, who was chosen? The nation of Israel. So out of all the men of the earth, who was chosen? Adam.
Adam was only given power to name. But in the first chapter, they was given dominion of people.
I got you.
So
He was only told to name whatever you saw. That's going to be the name.
he named all the animals.
And he wasn't given power.
He was, because the animals feared.
He was given dominion.
The animals feared. The animals lost their fear of man after the flood when Noah came on the scene. So Adam had dominion over the animals.
Noah had dominion over them too. That's how he was able to gather them all up.
So you saying that they the same people?
No, we're not saying that they're the same
That the
people.
one
We're
that
just
was made
saying.
in one is the same as the one that was made in two.
So the man that was made in chapter 2 is of the Adamites that was made in chapter 1. Same lineage.
So you saying it's two different people, but they the same people?
No. The first chapter, there's plural. That was the whole, let's say the whole human tree. Let's just say it that way.
They say, let us make man in our image, both male and female, they told them to be fruitful and multiply.
It's like saying that we all come from a man named John.
Eve was made out of Adam's rib.
Hold on. It's like saying we all came from a man named John. And so all our last name is Johnson, sons of John.
You know that's not true. You got different fathers.
And it's the book of Genesis. Chapter 1, we gonna answer everything in the scripture. The scripture, if any man speak, let us speak the oracles of God. If you're gonna speak, you gotta speak according to bond to the testimony, precept upon precept, to ask any question, to give any understanding. Anybody that's not doing that, they're not right.
Right, look in the scripture.
This Genesis 1, chapter 1, and verse 16. No, not 16. Start at 24. And God said, the
Hebrew word for God is Elohim, which means powers, plural. So you had angels creating things. This wasn't talking about the Almighty. This plural
this God in this chapter is not talking about the Almighty. Go ahead.
It says, it's Genesis chapter 1 and verse 20. Now 19, in the evening and the morning was the fourth day. So the fourth day of creation is done. We in the fifth day of creation. It says, and God, the power said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that have life, and the fowl that they may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly.
What day was that?
This is the fifth day.
So it said every living creature. So aren't we living and aren't we a creature? The creature goes into something that's created.
So there you go. That means that we not animals.
No.
No, I never said we were animals. But
We're
we're
creatures.
creatures. We're created.
You was made after the animals.
So he said, let the waters bring every abundant creature. So it said all creatures. That's why I said technically we started from water. That's why our bodies is what? 70% water. Right? We came out of the water and we got breath.
So you telling me we not made in the image of God?
Now we about to get to that because what's the image?
Because the creatures ain't image.
They
of
don't
God.
have the image of God. What we do, that's called understanding. The seven.
So look,
Get somebody get wisdom of Solomon too. Oh no, that's Sirach.
And it's the book of Sirach 17 and verse 1. The Lord created man of the earth and turned him into it again, which is the elements we composed of, the water, the elements from the ground. Amen. That's the ground.
Seven senses.
Verse 2, he gave them a few days and a short time and power also over the things therein. He endued them with strength by themselves and made them according to his image.
All right. Now grab that. So now let's go into the image. What is the image? Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 17, verse 5. It says, they received the use of 5 operations,
Right.
of the Lord. And then
The animals didn't get this. Animals operate off of what? Instinct.
Right.
Go ahead.
And in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding, and in the 7th, speech, and interpreter of the conjurations thereof.
So there we go. Read it again.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 17, verse 5. They received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord. And in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding.
Understand to think, to know good, to know evil, to know the law. Go ahead.
And the 7th, speech, an interpreter of the conjurations thereof. Your thoughts.
Exactly.
Your thoughts.
Animals can't do that, man.
there can just mimic the speech.
Counsel in a tongue, so you actually have a language. It's not just you repeating what you can hear or a grunt.
No different fucking sounds.
Yep. It says in eyes and ears and a heart, this is your mind, and gave he them to understand.
So that's part of the image. It's having understanding, man. That's something the birds, the animals don't have. No, you good? We
I'm
good.
not gonna call, what do you call it? God hate what she calls vision. Discern between
But this
God.
quarter, this quarter. No, you good, brother. No, you good. You ask questions.
Why did John come out the word and Job he said, I'm requiring you now. Where was you when I thinking? What was God asking that?
Because you can search not the things above himself.
Oh, they asked me. Oh, would God ask you, where was you when this all was getting done?
He was basically saying, stay in your place.
It was a, it was a rhetorical question.
But he didn't really specify, right? He said Leviathan, you know, when the birds, you got to feed the animals, you got to do all this. See, why would he ask you that? It's not explained, though. What I'm saying, though.
No, I get what you're saying, but like the brother said, it was Most High putting Job in his place. Because, I'll tell you this, Wisdom of Solomon 6, before the Lord created anything, even us or the angels, he made the blueprint. He considered it. That's why he's called the grand architect, because technically, the Most High didn't come down here and create stuff. So like, if I'm the architect of this building, right, you ain't gonna see me work on this building. You're gonna see me give the blueprint. You're gonna see me give it to the construction workers. And they can build it.
You might want to participate a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you could be the, I forgot what is it, the land, the fort. So the Most High is the foreman. But at the same time, who actually built the building? The construction workers. But who gets credit?
The architect.
Who gets the credit?
Yeah, the architect.
Look. King Harold built something like that. He was a Solomon get the credit. He has the
So,
blueprint for
Hiram.
David.
So there you go.
Right, Hiram, yeah.
There you go. Same thing.
King Hiram built it though.
There you go.
But the blueprints was
What I got from that was God answered the question that he could have answered anyway, but Job didn't answer. Because he said, if God came to me, I would just humble myself, right?
Right. You got multiple examples of that in the Bible where the prophet couldn't say nothing back.
But what if the answer was, I was dead?
That's the
See
thing.
what I'm saying? Where was you? Where was you when
That
I
wasn't
did?
that. That
What Job said.
So that would have made Job proud.
Right.
That
See what
would've
I'm
made him
saying?
proud.
What if he said that though? Like I was there, we did it right. We say let us do it.
All right.
But
Technically,
Job just didn't say nothing.
exactly. Technically, but Job didn't know that either.
Right.
He didn't know because there's no
Answer
formal
me now,
remembrance.
die.
There's no formal remembrance.
The folks that came out, the Job sitting there complaining about, saying, the men, I wouldn't let you put my dogs laughing at me.
Right.
When his friends came to talk to him, Job got all that stuff, he keep complaining. But that meant that Job really looked down at the people. They would say, the men, you wouldn't let me put your dogs. Didn't he say that?
yeah.
Right, the book is comedy. You read the book of Job, he
No,
said,
it's hey, see the
why
Lord
would
is
you think that I would let these men eat my
They
dogs?
probably would have sex with them. That's why.
Right, the Lord,
So what? He looked at these like the scum of the earth. Now look at Job. Now they laughing at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were brought low as a nation.
They laughing at us now?
Right. Yeah. They laugh at us now.
My dogs. Now they the chief of them. He said he would let the
He
chief of them.
the base of all men.
He said he would let the chief of them eat with his dogs.
Right. They the base of all
That
men.
meant Job had a proud, arrogant mind.
Nah.
The Lord did snap on Job, but no, Job was a God-fearing and a humble.
He held his
humble man.
integrity.
That's
Took blessings. He said
He wanted to keep the
he was
blessings. He
good.
gave up when
He
he
was
lost
doing
the
all this just so he could keep all the stuff. See what I'm saying?
That's what Satan said.
He held his integrity.
right. He had his integrity.
God had a hedge over him and Satan saying, take away that hedge.
That's like,
Right, but did Job give up his integrity? No. He continued to
He
praise the
never
Lord.
cursed God, but all that evil that he had in his mind came out. All
There
that
was no
wickedness
evil
came out.
because even before Satan went to him, God boasted about Job to Satan. He said, "There's nobody more just than my servant Job."
God sits Satan.
Yeah.
God sits
But it
and made Job.
That's why he's comfortable.
Hey, the Most High told Isaac to kill his son.
He was playing with him though.
But he didn't know that.
He said he was playing with you.
It was a test. Same thing with
God
Job.
got to see him.
But hey,
Real quick, before you get that. In Romans 15 and 4, it says the things written aforetime were written for our learning, that through the comfort and patience of the scriptures we might have hope. Now, the example of Job was for our learning. God, he had everything. He was living a righteous life. God jacked him up just because he wanted to.
just testing them
Put
out.
him to a lower state just to bless him more at the end than he had in the beginning. That was an example of us to learn from. So right now, we used to be the
We're like
princes
Job.
of God.
Shit.
We had everything. We had the kingdom, but now he put us in captivity. But at the end of us, we're going to be like Job. We're going to be blessed in our latter end.
We're going to have to stop looking down at people. Like Job thought that the
Nah.
chief of them.
We gonna look down at people,
I was trying to
man.
say the Edomites, like the Israelites look down at Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fuck the Edomites.
maybe, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
right.
Job looking at them like they the Edomites, like y'all.
They were the Edomites.
But he said, look, see what I'm saying?
God,
Like,
I mean, when you read Deuteronomy 7 chapter, the Lord said he put us above all these nations. So,
but you still ain't got it. God ain't got no special person. So we
No,
still
he
ain't got
don't.
You're like, even if you're superior to me, you ain't got to think that you are.
No, that's not what that's
We
about.
never, as a nation, we was never like that. We asked heathens. We asked Esau, can we come to y'all land? We went to the Lord, where's you going to deliver these weak ass heathens in our hands? They never macho went in and did their own
Yeah,
thing.
they never bitched the Israelites.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look,
no,
look,
they
look,
never did.
Another thing, have you not read in Leviticus 19? It says you still have no respect of persons of the poor as well. That's talking about in judgment, because you feel bad that okay, well he's done and now I'm not going to rebuke him, or he's so rich I'm not going to rebuke him. You have to do the same righteous judgment that you would to any man. That has nothing to do with respect of person.
Look at this though, like the Egyptians gave the Israelites all that gold.
Man,
Turned it to a calf.
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
Fuck
Israelites
this.
are the most wickedest people on planet
And they
Earth.
donated all that money to the
Yeah, right.
like Moses was
Actually, just
Pharaoh's
spoiled.
grandson.
He was adopted in the
Taught him
family.
all the knowledge.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Hold on, he
No,
didn't-
no, no.
He didn't teach the commandments, nothing like that. Right?
He knew all the
He knew all the secrets of Egypt. And all the scriptures say that. But
you gonna know the history of the world, man.
but it said what? Moses gave all that up to suffer with his brother. All right?
Killed that Egyptian.
Hell yeah.
The Egyptian was hitting on Moses' brother, his kin, flesh is flesh, bone is bone.
But Pharaoh did that abortion law.
Oh, they tried to kill him. Right, because they tried to stop the nation.
He destroyed
Man, claim.
I ain't trying to preach to y'all, but I'm saying like the thing about Job, as far as like the guy asking like where was you when all this was being done. Basically, he said when I was laying down the foundations of the earth, the first chapter, verse 1, all that. Where was you?
Well, get deep. Because
what
really,
if
when you
truth
read the Wisdom of Solomon 6, really what he was saying, Job, where was you when I was creating the blueprint? Nobody was around. It was only the Most High and
What
his
if he
thoughts.
was though?
No, nobody was around. If you read the scripture, it tells you. Matter of fact, can somebody get that Wisdom of Solomon 6? It said before the angels was made, before them that was sealed with faith.
Yep.
It said the Lord, yeah, it said the Lord considered these things.
The ancient of
Which
things.
means he sat down, put the blueprint together. Not before the beginning. Got it, go ahead.
The second Ezra 6:1. He said unto me in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood,
So that's before the elements of anything came together. Go ahead.
forever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightning, forever the foundation of paradise was laid, before the fair
Which
flowers.
is the foundations of paradise is called Eden, right? Which is the actual, when you go way back in the day, it's called Pangea, right? And all the land was together. Go ahead, right?
Before the fair flowers were seen, wherever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together.
Right, so before the angels, right, we're angels, before the angels was even gathered together. Go ahead.
Wherever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, wherever the chimneys of Zion were high, and ere the present years were sought out, and ere the inventions of them that
So
now
even
sin,
before time was created, all right, go ahead,
before they were sealed that have gathered faith for a treasure,
which is us. So even before the Israelites, go ahead,
then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone.
which means he by himself made the blueprint before any of this shit was laid down. Then he gave the blueprint to the elect angels. They went out through the universe creating things. So when he asked Job, where was you? Job, not even Yahweh Shai was nowhere around when the Lord was coming up with the blueprint at all.
Yeah, it says, by me also they shall be ended, and by none other. And that proves his omnipotence, omnipresence. It is Job chapter 4 and verse 17. Shall mortal man be more just than God? Shall a man be more pure than his maker? Behold, he put no trust in his servants, in his angels he charged with folly. It said, it proves him, it pleased him to prove his son. Ain't no respect to person with him. He had to humble Job, put Job in his position, and let Job know, hey, you're not above your maker. You're not more pure than your
You
maker.
just said God said that. Is mortal man more righteous than he?
Good question. Good question.
God said that. That was God's word. Was he sick? Was he sick on Job for no reason?
Nah.
Hey, listen, ain't nobody innocent. As righteous as Job was, nobody's innocent.
To test his integrity.
The fact that you in this
I
flesh,
think
you are not
a lot
innocent.
of the reason why Job was destroyed is because of those evil thoughts.
He wasn't destroyed.
He was blessed at his latter
At the
end.
end, because he didn't really do what Satan thought he was going to do. He said he was going to curse
Which means
you.
he passed the test.
He did, but he didn't even know God up there was Satan talking about him.
But that happens to us every day.
They had to hold back.
Something bad happens to
Satan,
you.
look, before I'm going to rotate, right? Who was the sons of God?
Satan is part of the sons of God.
It says that they were the sons of God.
Amen.
And look, the sons of God also came down and started blessing the
So hold on. Are we considered sons of God?
That's what I'm saying.
We are.
The first people in the chapter 1 is the sons of God. You got the Son of Man, right? The heathens. And you got the Son of God, which is the first. That's what I think. I'm not saying that's the truth.
Right, no, we are sons of God. Now, the only begotten Son of God is the first Adam.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is Yahweh Shai. Which we know that, but we all come through that lineage.
They say it's a day when they present themselves before the Lord.
Right, but you know who that was? Those angels was talking about the spiritual angels in the higher realm.
Right.
The angels in chapter 6, the other sons of God was us in flesh form. Because when you read Peter, it says we was wrapped in the chains of darkness. What's the chains of darkness? This flesh. This flesh is called the chains of darkness. We left our first estate. Our first estate is pure energy. An angel is pure energy. It can transform to whatever he wants you to receive. Right? But you know, those different depths and deep knowledge, we'll get that in the kingdom of heaven. You know, right now we just focus on keeping the commandments to the best of our ability, come out to the highways and byways, preaching to our brothers and sisters the way of life, all right? And then prophesy the downfall of Babylon, the great, because America's grounded. This society is okay. Well, that's why it is. The great fucking code out there. We could be doing anything on a fucking Saturday. We could be playing with some pussy, playing dominoes, anything. But we here, preaching in the name of the Lord. Shit, what's the joke? Did he not prophesy? What did Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, what did they do? They prophesied. Noah, what did he do for 120-something years? Prophesy. Same thing we do.
I appreciate the wisdom.
I appreciate you
answered all the questions somehow.
See, you gotta get with the right doctrine, man.
All right, brother.
It's like a revelation when we put an application. We go back to that movie. The song is like
Shake
set
ass.
up on chip. It says the year.
Mr. Cool.
Hey, that's the spirit, man.
That song been on since 1970.
That man said,
You know, we talked about that before he came up.
that man said, somehow y'all answered all the questions in scriptures.
Hey, that's your supposed to do, man.
That's what Brian sounds
Ding,
We
ding.
on preacher here a little, there a little, man. So,
No, but the brother had good questions. Hey, he turned our spirits up. We had, yeah. And he said, I'm not, that's what I believe, but that may not be the truth. So at least he was humble enough to say it that way. Hey, Yahweh at the time, he get it.
Right.
I mean, he could have asked for some information or whatnot, but the spirit working with him, he'll get it.
Revelation 3:10. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because I have kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from that.
Oh, so like I'm gonna cut you. I'm just hot right now. Now the whole thing, I know this neural link. This is supposed to be the year of that. Hopefully it is.
Right.
And the whole point is, you got this digital monetary system that's coming into play.
Yep.
Then the meta.
Yep.
So this way you could get the neural link. Now you ain't got to wear the Oculus. You can just pop straight to it. That's those that bio. I know it's transhumanism. What's the other word? Biometrics, man, that they really getting into, and they really. I really pray they start pushing this shit, man. Because that's the main thing we're waiting for, man. Right.
And they played a 19, a song that came out 1979. It's called Silicon Chip. It said, instead of Silicon Chip, this is the year of the chip. Now, why they say 2000? All right, and it might get March. March, come on, word. Mars is not a war. It's a song you're going to play a war.
Bring it on, bitch!
Hurry the fuck up.
You think you're trying to sweat us? Watch Michael hop straight down. Yeah.
I love you. How about smoke shot?
Right? Basically, scared us, scared the people.
And you got this guy in New York talking about, he tried to go into Ezekiel, the ninth chapter, talking about, well, the mark of the Lord is keeping the commandments, right? No, that's the mark of exemption. So he told one of his do-licking followers, so what's the mark of the beast? They just said the opposite. Well, if the mark of the Lord is keeping the commandments, then the mark of the beast is sin. How? Nigga, we sin every day.
Right.
So you got to go sin at the store.
Right.
Let me commit adultery at the register.
We're going to have to deliver, man. We're going to have to deliver.
And a lot of you false prophets, man. Well, he did the same thing with that little juice shop, man.
Right.
Motherfuckers croaked off that shit. Same thing's gonna happen off this MOTV, man. Right? If y'all don't get with it, then hey, we don't give a fuck.
They could be in the blue juice. They could say that this could be the electronic thing. People wear all those Omicrons and Decepticons and every type of new mutation is gonna come.
I got him plain t-shirt.
Because they're really trying to get in. Damn, I was just watching it the other day. That it's gonna be like these MOTVs are gonna be based off your DNA, so it can fight whatever so-called diseases out there according to your DNA. So he saw, hey, like the scripture say, he's gonna be working miracles, and hey, like you had the one monkey, the amputee, he had the chip, but he was able to like walk or do some strange shit like that.
Right.
And just like what's that scientist Neil something, the little black guy, he a scientist. Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson or something.
He said about a year, like 2030, shit. They should have got to the point where they know how to regenerate fucking limbs and shit.
Yeah.
You know, because they try and get into the science of animals. They really want to be the most high. They really want to be the most high.
They showed this Spider-Man movie.
They can't do it.
Yeah.
That nigga turns into a reptilian.
God. What does it say? False miracles deceiving many? God.
Yep. False miracles deceiving many.
Yeah, because with that Neuralink and the potato shit, you see the movie Upgrade. Upgrade was like Neuralink with the C-hit.
Yep.
And he was paralyzed.
He put him to sleep.
So long.
He put him in the back, and then he just took completely over.
He took over.
Yep.
And they could put him in a sweet dream.
Which that goes into the AI we were talking about earlier today too, the artificial intelligence.
Yep.
But in that movie, it shows you that they could use that technology to make you use your limbs again.
Right.
Matter of fact, Doc Ock, he had the
He
chip.
had that inhibitor chip.
Yeah.
And they was controlling him. And the crazy thing about it, what's the best way to get all the data in the world? The quickest way. So you can know how humans operate, their feelings and shit. Who owns that? Mark. There you go. Not Mark. Clocking all that data. Yep, clocking all that fucking data.
The brother Kazak did a video he shared with the guy in the Rizza Islam, the guy. He went into it, connected the dots.
That same shit I watched.
Which we know all the scientists, all the millionaires, billionaires, and the powers that be, they all are labeled as anti-Messiah. They don't believe in God. They believe all in unite humanity and collect as much information to keep them dominant control. That's the anti-Messiah right there, man. That's the Job 9:24, earth given into the hands of the wicked. Their mindset is prosperous. To find God in reality, not to go back to the ways of God, man. That proves that it's Job 9:24 all day, earth given into the hands of the wicked.
Let's go beyond the ancient ways. Go beyond God.
That's badly. This second, I'm finishing Revelation, then jump second Thessalonians quoted Shimon. This Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Same thing what Job went through. Kept his integrity, and the Lord kept him from folding in and blessed him at the end. Because honestly, we are a representation of Job, right? We lost the kingdom, we lost our glory. Now we're going through hell. If we endure to the end, the Lord is going to bless us. Matter of fact, it says the latter house should be more glorious than the former house. Right? So those are the days we're getting into, man.
Right. As a matter of fact, Job is back here today. Because Job 19, it says, my Redeemer liveth. And he said, though this body
worms eat it in decay, I will see my Redeemer.
I will see my Redeemer
with my eyes.
Which is reincarnation.
Right? So Job back here today. You know? Right. Because Job know he's Job, no.
Right.
Just like Elisha didn't know he was.
John the Baptist.
Elijah, John the Baptist didn't know he was Elijah. It's the same thing today.
Hey, it's just like.
And Job was humble.
It's one of those things that you would see as a man praising instead of praising the Most High. You know, because you notice those men were dealt with by the Most High, the Lord dealt with them. You know, so hey, somebody said, "Are you such and such a man of the Lord?" They could actually be that person. They'll say no, because don't praise me. I mean, that was a great man. Praise the Lord.
How wish I asked the disciples, who do the men say that I am, the Son of Man? And he said, some say you're John the. They say you're John the Baptist. John the Baptist was right there, baptized them. Right.
And
he baptized them. They were everywhere. And then they were like, others say you're Jeremiah, and others say one of the prophets, or you're that prophet. You know, so they understood that. You know.
Yep. Hey, but guess what? The prophets are back. Just who's that? Esdras. The Lord should send Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Obadiah as leaders. You know. So they back. Whether whoever they may be, so be it. They have the doctrine. They got the truth. Man. That's right. And all the prophets are risen up in the last days, man. That's why these people are fearing this whole Israelite thing. Right? Because what does Revelation 12 chapter says? It says after the spirit of life entered us and we stood on our feet, great fear came upon them. Alright? Wisdom of Solomon in the 5th chapter. Alright? Same thing is being said. Right? They trembling with fear because they see us have the spirit of life back and we're prophesying their downfall, man. They call on me how about I was just watching the video from like 10 years ago. I'm like, God damn. The time fly past when you in the truth. But we have to get into this shit, man.
Right. Revelations 12, the devil knows he has but a short time. You know, so he's coming down with great wrath. That's why we're seeing all this shit going on. You know,
all this shit is turning up.
Esau trying to wrap it up. Like, you know, when you got a science project doing shit and you're like last minute trying to put the shit together. That's what Esau doing. He trying to get his shit in line so he could
get his conclusion. He done made his hypothesis in one day.
Your shit be all fucked up too. All fucked up.
Remember you had the damn 3 boards that fall?
Yeah. The independent variable, you just put some random numbers in there and shit. Independent variable fucked up. Dependent variable.
That's why the scripture say when he sits down at his table to eat, you know, it says then the Lord's gonna return it upon his own paint, basically. You know, so when all said and done, when he's about he ate the mashed potatoes. You know, he ate the little sides, the greens, now he's getting to the steak, to the good part. Boom, that's when the Lord gonna come and smash.
I'm finished Revelation.
When he was about to fill his belly?
Yeah, he's about to fill his belly.
I'm finished Revelation. Now it says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And talking about the sea here, man. You know, that Revelation 13, you know, that digital all, the Quran. That wicked device, man, that you gotta use to buy and sell. It says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And when you go to that Greek word crown, it means a mark of royalty or exalted in rank. It says metaphorically the eternal blessing which will be given as a prize to the genuine service God and Yahweh Shai. The crown,
genuine
service. The crown, which is the reward of righteousness. So all that forsaking the world, standing strong for the Lord, enduring, it's a crown for that. The scripture says these words are in red, don't let nobody take your crown. Esau gonna try to take it, they gonna try to deceive you to get you to take the wicked device. This world will try to take it, your family will try to take it, your nigga woman, yourself, for whatever you dealing with, being your lower self, your lust, your flesh, the old man. If you truly convinced, nothing is going to take that crown. Because if you want the crown, you're going to do what's required.
Gotta be in that spirit of Romans, the 8th chapter, verse 38, 39. That's what you're taking.
Yeah, shit, even when you fuck up and slip, hey, you gotta realize that this crown is coming, and if you want it, you gotta fight for it. If you don't fight for it, then you're gonna just die with the rest of these people who ain't fighting.
Just like brothers say all the time, man. If you are the elect, nobody can stop you from being the elect. If you are a 2/3, nobody can stop you from being a 2/3. You're genuinely, like the word genuine, what it says, truly said to be authentic. So if you're genuinely
authentic 2/3.
you're authentic 2/3.
Original 2/3
with the black
OG.
Original.
A triple.
From the flood.
That nigga had a triple double.
Triple OG, double OG.
Triple double.
Shit, 'cause if somebody's a fucking fighter in the ring, they can't help but to not be a fighter once you get them around the crowd of people trying to attack them, man.
I got a precept for
They
that.
can't help but to train, to fight.
Shit, they
This is
didn't come to the fight. The fight came.
Right. Shit.
That's right, man. I like how I shut it up.
this is Revelations 22 and 11.
Go ahead.
Revelations 22 and 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. All right, so you basically fall in your lie. You
Right.
know?
Even if you come in the truth, listen, you only come in the truth for two things. Either you're extremely blessed and you're part of the elect, or you're extremely wicked and you're 2/3, man. The Lord ain't gonna show you this and take it away just because you just feel like doing it. No. Them that know better and choose not to do it, many stripes, man. You preach a false doctrine on some weird shit, many stripes, man.
Oof.
It's a scary thing. Hey, the Lord says it's better for you not to have known this, man. So Jake needs to really watch their actions and examine if they're in the truth. All right? Because at the end of the day, being proud and all that extra shit, and pride ain't meant for men, right? And Jake get all emotional for no fucking reason over minute shit. And those are just stumbling blocks. That's a sifting process to get your ass out of the way, man.
This is Daniel's 12 and 9. And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed to the end time of the earth. So we're in the end times now because we're starting to see the prophecies coming to pass.
And
All right.
too.
Understanding, the understanding increase. All right. Knowledge shall increase. It says, verse 10. It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. So again, if you're wicked, you're just going to go do wickedly. You're not going to understand. You're going to continue to do wickedness. But the ones that are going to be made pure, all right, that are going to be tried and tried, so it means what? We're going to go through it, things like Job went through.
Right.
You know, going back
Patience.
to the guy.
Which means suffering. We
To be
know?
exercised to righteousness.
Yep.
It says, but the wise shall understand, and that's not everybody. You know, everybody's not wise. Because if that was the case, shit, we wouldn't be here.
At all.
We wouldn't be going through this
We don't
bullshit.
need to be on concrete.
Right. That's my first thought.
Like, well, tired of this.
Still be in the garden. Shit.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, we would
Right.
have been decent. You know. But hey, this place is almost done with. That's why shit's happening. You know, that's why the Lord is we're going through the furnace right now, so he's purifying us. You know, we're being tried like gold. So what? So when he comes back, what did Paul say? Paul was like, I want to present you as chaste virgins.
Right.
You know, so when Yahweh Shai come, you think you want to deal with a hoe, or you want to deal with a spiritual hoe or a spiritual virgin? You know, and he's the high priest. You know, and according to the scriptures, the high priest can only take him a virgin.
Yeah.
So when he comes back, he's gonna see a lot of hoes.
Man, he ain't looking for no spiritual city girls.
Right? He ain't looking for that. You know, he's gonna be like, hell no.
Yep.
Want that used up fish box?
So with that, I pray that you was edified. We're gonna say all praise, honor, and glory be unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
double honors to the other apostles, the great millstone, and salutations to the elect of the community. Bible Ball.
A Bible ball.